Welcome to Gold Derby. I'm senior editor Denton Davidson here with the artist formerly known as Goldfish on The Masked Singer, Vanessa Hudgens. Congratulations on winning season 11. I mean, Goldfish is now in the Hall of Fame. What was that moment like when Nick announced you as the winner?
Thank you. It got me. It really got me. I was extremely emotional. I was definitely crying. It ended up just meaning so much more to me than like a normal win would, because it had nothing to do with the celebrity of me or the idea of me. It had everything to do with what I on the inside bring to the table and my talents. So it ended up just like genuinely meaning the world.
Yeah. Are you competitive? Like, did you go in with the idea of like, I must win? Or were you like, oh, I'll go have fun and see what happens?
I'm competitive when it comes to like anything athletic, like anything physical. Like you put me in a spin class and I gotta be faster than everybody else. Like I'm competitive in that way. But in this, it wasn't like I gotta win. It was I want to do my best because the reason why I'm here is for my fans, because they always want more music, and I was like, this is a really interesting way to like give it to them and like see who the real fans are. But even though I am anonymous, I still know that I'm under there, and I want to make sure that I'm like putting some really good work forward. So I was my worst critic, like I'm gonna be the hardest on myself out of anyone. So yeah.
Can you look at a goldfish the same ever again? Like, did you go buy one? Like, do you love goldfish now?
I mean, yeah, like I it's honestly like while yes, I was that character, it was more of feeling like free because nobody knew that it was me. Just being anonymous gave me like such space to play and to liberate myself.
What was it like when you found out Scott Porter was the gumball? Because the two of you were in a movie way back in 2009, Band Slam. Did you know it was him?
I had no idea. I was the worst. And I was trying really hard. I was really invested. I was watching everyone's packages. I was listening to their vocals. I would like close my eyes and just try to imagine who it is. And I didn't get anybody. It was terrible. I would have been the worst judge. So when Scott took his mask off, I was gagged because it had been so many years since I saw him. And he sounds amazing. He really gave Goldfish a run for her money.
Yeah. What was your favorite performance that you got to
Um,
sing?
Mine. It's hard to pick one. I feel like I was really lucky in that I got to work really closely with my producer on picking the songs. I didn't go into this trying to hide who I was. I was kind of being really cheeky about the musical choices. Vampire was by Olivia Rodrigo, who plays Gabriella in the new High School Musical. Thought that was hilarious. And, it's just a great song. Um, Baby Come Back, like my first single when I was like 16, I think, and I was singing some of the same riffs and ad libs that I was doing in the song all those moons ago. But like when I came into this, I really wanted to sing jazz because that's just my favorite genre. I love singing jazz and I just love that whole vibe. And I gave them a list and they're like, well, we might have to expand your horizons a little bit. You can't just do jazz the entire time, Vanessa. So I did, and I was really happy about it. I got to do have unforgettable, be that little jazzy moment, but I also got to have like the ultimate like feminist girl empowerment song, "You Ought to Know" by Alanis, and it was just so much fun. I got to like show up and work on my talent every day with like such an amazing vocal coach and just genuinely get to get better over the
And
process of
you
the
stuck around, so you got to sing so many. I liked Heart of Glass in the finale. That was one of my favorites. What was your connection to Rita Ora? She was the panelist that ultimately knew who you were, and then Jenny kind of hopped on our coattails. But Rita was the one that figured it out.
Yeah, Rita's been a friend of mine for a few years now, and we were actually together probably 2 weeks before we started filming the show in New York, sitting front row at the Michael Kors show together and just like catching up and kikiing. And she texted me and she's like, I'm gonna be in LA. Let me know when you're there so you can catch up and got dinner. And I was like, oh my God, perfect. Like, I'm gonna be in LA too. And then I realized she was a judge, and I was like, oh. And then I sang my first song and she guessed it was me. And I was like, well, there goes our dinner, because I can't lie to her face if she asks me. And we're not just gonna like skeet around it. We're too real to like be fake. So I was like, I guess our dinner's gonna have to wait till the end of the show.
Um, did this show give you motivation at all in terms of like just wanting to do other things outside the box or go back in the studio and record more music? Like what did you take away from being on Masked Singer?
I mean, I feel like the thing that I learned was like the weight of fame is heavy. And I genuinely felt liberated once I got to be anonymous and take that all away. Um, I think that like so many kids nowadays, especially in like the social media times, just striving for fame and fortune. And I'm like, I can tell you, like, yes, so that's nice, but like it's better when you're valued for your actual talents rather than just for fame, because it's a heavy load to carry.
Yeah. Who were your favorite singers when you were a kid growing up? Who did you want to sing like?
Oh, Celine Dion. I had her album in my karaoke machine, and I would sing The Power of Love when I was like 7 years old every single day.
And coming up next, what's next for you? I Bad Boys 4 is on coming soon. What can you tell us, if anything, about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the franchise that you all know and love, with the characters that just keep you laughing. Honestly, they Martin and Will together are just such a hoot every day. Whenever they had like a monologue, I felt like I was sitting front row at the comedy club, just like getting to witness their greatness. But like big action, big laughs, it's a really good time, and it's an honor to be a part of the franchise.
Yeah, we need more laughs. Bring them on.
Yeah, there's
More
plenty of.
comedy. Well, Vanessa, so much fun to speak with you. Congratulations again on winning the Masked Singer. I hope you found a nice spot for the trophy somewhere. Uh,
Yeah, I gotta find a spot. It's bigger than my other trophies, so it doesn't fit in the bookshelf.
all
But
right.
I will find a spot.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to Gold Derby and see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.